All right. It's Monday, July 17th. Well, June 17th, 2024. Guys, this is a very sad story. I am a news junkie, right? So this one here, Georgia inmate shoots and kills a 24-year-old female food service worker inside the prison's kitchen. And they got a picture of this young, beautiful lady here, African American. And this story is coming from The Independent, okay? It was posted by Mike Bettigan 16 hours ago. All right, let's check this out. An inmate shot and killed a 24-year-old woman working in the prison's kitchen before turning the gun on himself. The fatal shooting occurred in the early hours of Sunday. Okay, so that's yesterday, at the Smith State Prison in rural southeast Georgia. Jay Dreckes Hart shot the female food service worker at around 4:30 a.m. in the prison's kitchen. The kitchen worker, an employee of the food service company called Aramark, was named as Orion Shavia Grace. Okay. The Georgia Department of Corrections, GDC, is investigating. And here we have a picture of Orion. The weapon is in GDC custody at this time, and a complete and thorough investigation of what led up to this tragic event will be carried out. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. The killer, Hart, was serving, what's his first name here? Kind of a weird name. Jay Dreckes Hart. Weird names, red flag, okay? Jay Dreckes Hart was serving 20 years for voluntary manslaughter. So he has killed somebody in Carroll County. And he was supposed to be released in June 2043. It's not clear how Hart obtained the weapon. Listen, it's not clear how Hart obtained the weapon, said the prison spokesperson. Okay? But let's look at that's a contradiction, okay? I'll show you where that is. But they give out a statement: "We're heartbroken over the loss of our colleague, and our hearts and prayers go out to her family." Spokesperson said, "This is a tragedy." Yeah, it is. The company was assisting Georgia prison officials in their investigation. And there goes your killer right there, okay? You can say whatever you want about it, but I also have my thoughts. These are antisocial characters, right? Antisocial characters. I have no mercy for criminals. So that tells you I'm not a liberal, okay? Friends and family paid tribute to Grace, describing her as a kind and pure-hearted with a beautiful smile. Okay, so they got all these cool, sweet things here. Everybody's talking about this person that's been killed or murdered, basically. But I'm going to skip all the way down to the nitty-gritty about the case, okay? So it is the second fatal incident. Excuse me. It's the second fatal incident to occur at Smith State Prison in under a year after a correctional officer was killed in October. So I'm going to research that story also and get back to you and bring you that story, right? So this is the second fatal incident. That means I wouldn't work there, even if I was assigned there. You know what I mean? All right. Correctional officer Robert Clark was escorting two offenders from the dining hall when one offender assaulted him from behind. To be honest, if I was escorting two thugs, I guess I can call them thugs now, right? If I was escorting two thugs, definitely they will not be behind me. They will not be behind me because your gun is behind you or is on your hip. And these guys are killers. I mean, they're just troublemakers. So if, they're behind, look, either you have two guards escorting these guys. One in front, one in back. These criminals in the middle, or these idiots who be in front of me. That's how I'm going to roll, okay? So anyway, Correctional Officer Robert Clark was escorting 2 offenders from the dining hall, okay, when one offender assaulted him from behind with a homemade weapon. The other offender stepped in to assist Clark and was also assaulted by the first offender. So 2 bad guys. One attacks the cop from behind with a homemade weapon. The one other criminal comes in to help the officer. He was also assaulted by the first criminal, right? Now, Clark, who's 42, which is the correctional officer, was taken to hospital for treatment, but later succumbed to his injuries and died. So this criminal has killed the girl and the police officer, or the correctional officer. 2 people have been killed at this facility now, according to the story, including the previous one. So that makes 3 in total, okay? The entire GDC team is mourning the loss of one of our own, and we collectively express our deepest condolences to Officer Clark's family and friends, said Commissioner Tyrone Oliver in a statement. We will support them as, and the sad thing is, they don't even have a picture of the correctional officer who died. But they have the picture of this guy, the killer, right here. And poor lady, you wake up, you're working in the canteen or whatever, making food, serving inmates, and then something happens and one of them kills you and you're dead. This is to tell you that every one of us in America, when we wake up in the morning and go home, go to work, wherever, anything can happen. You can die. Okay? Your spouse can die, your brother can die, your mom can die. So crime in America is just a scary aspect of life. In some countries, crime is not that high. You can always be guaranteed that you're safe. You can have that. But in America, you can die at any time, outside of things like accidents and stuff like that, natural disasters, but human beings can kill you. Judges let out criminals all the time. These liberal judges, it's just, when you look at them, it's like a lizard person. There's no feeling in their face. Their eyes look dead. They let out criminals, and the criminals kill innocent people all the time. Anyway, but that's a whole different video. But yeah, poor Orion is dead, and then the other officer, Clark, is dead. So now I wonder if this criminal is going to get the death sentence, because some people just don't want to be part of society, And honestly, if you want to be honest, not everyone deserves to live. Because if everyone deserved to live, then crime should be abolished, right? People who just want to do crime and harm society should be allowed to roam and keep doing what they do. Or let us have street justice where civilians can kill criminals, okay, which will also divulge into criminals joining cartels against civilians, and then, you end up with a war, basically, So, look, if you're going to protect civilians, do it properly. Get rid of these criminals well. Just, don't assign one officer to have, just double your force, man. Double your workforce, two officers every time you move these inmates, and be ready to use all kinds of force and everything. Anyway, sad story, but you got it. Crime in America. Every day people die. Peace.